Hello, all you wonderful people. How you doing? My name is Legacy. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. So I would like to share kind of like a huge epiphany that I got yesterday. Now, I don't know if you've seen any of my videos, but I do talk about how we are all the consciousness of God. So I don't know if that makes you uncomfortable, then you might not want to listen, but you might want to listen. Just give it a chance, okay? You might want to just suspend your belief for just a minute. Pretend you're like a newborn child and you're just learning this for the first time, okay? You don't have any other beliefs before this right now if you want. You could look at it that way, okay? So I do believe that we are the source of all, aka God, living in these avatar bodies, and God is living in us, through us, and as us. And therefore, we are all the consciousness of God. And yes, we are all maybe different parts of the consciousness of God, but we're all still unified by being the consciousness of God. That's what makes us all one with each other, with God, and with everything. That's what makes you me pushed out, and I'm you pushed out, literally. So this is something that I like to teach on my YouTube channel, and want to share with you guys. And I'll probably post this again. I'll post this, not again. I'll post this onto my YouTube as well. But so I would like to share this about not timelines. Sorry, that was my last video. Timelines. Yes, check out my video on timelines. That was a good one. I felt like very interesting topic. All the different infinite timelines, and multiverses and all that good stuff. So I want to talk about. Yesterday, I had listened to this video, and they were talking about, this person was talking about having blockages. Now, you can be either one of two types of people. Somebody who has blockages, meaning blockages to the things that you're trying to manifest, or you can call it manifest, or whatever you're trying to choose to have in your life or be in your life. Or you can be the other type of person where you have absolutely no blockages and you believe you have no blockages. So you can ask yourself, what kind of person are you? And then after that, you can ask yourself, well, what kind of person do I want to be? Do I want to be the type of person who has blockages? Or do I want to be the type of person that doesn't have any blockages? Who makes up my own rules and has no fear, has no backstory that's holding me back from choosing what I want from my future, or choosing to be the kind of person I want to be, and whatever I want to do with my life, my purpose in life. Or I can keep continuing to tell myself these backstories from my past, which really doesn't exist because there is no past. All that you really truly have is the here and now, and that's all that there ever is. And that's a very complex topic, because we think we have the past and we think we have the future, but really those things don't truly exist. It's all in your data of your mind. It's like your mind, you can look at it like a computer with data, and it's holding all this data, and you need to release that data from your past, even traumas and things like that. And I've been through a lot of trauma in my life, actually, and I had to literally shift my perspective on how I saw myself, and decided that I was going to let those things go. Now, I know a lot of people teach also something else where they say, well, you have that trauma stored within your cellular DNA and all this stuff. And it's these are just beliefs, people. Okay. These are beliefs that people, share with others, and then they get on that pendulum and they believe the same thing, and that pendulum gets stronger, and therefore then you have a certain sect of people who believe all in the same thing. Now, there's many pendulums all over the world, and you can watch my video on pendulums. I don't think I have it on my YouTube yet. I have to upload it, but there's plenty of videos. I think that, well, some people are talking about this pendulums, and it comes from a popular book called Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zeland. If you want to check that out, check his book out on Amazon.com. But he does talk about that. So anyways, really, we are gods and goddesses. I mean, you can call it goddesses, but really we are God. I don't even I'm not one who really like takes into account as much as most people do, like the sex of a person or like how they look. I mean, whatever, things like that. I just see us as all as like, we're all God. We're all God in these avatar bodies. Or you can call it source of all, the creator of all. And we can all create our own reality, and we can all choose whatever we want by our thoughts and being like setting our intentions of what we want for our reality. Now, do I want to have blockages? Do I want to have past traumas? Do I want to like keep going to somebody and talking to about like what happened to me over and over and over again? Not really, because every time you actually like do that, you're reliving it and you're keeping it alive. Now, yes, it may be helpful for some people. They might need to really like get that off their chest. They have to tell somebody. It might even be something that they have to tell somebody for whatever reason, but don't dwell on it for day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, whatever it is. You know, we want to let these things go so we can move forward and, you know, keep going on and thinking about the things we want and what we want to be in our reality. And so those things will come to us, be attracted to us, like by the law of attraction, right? And by the law of assumption, you can assume what you want, and having that conviction of that assumption, it should manifest, as you would mostly call it, manifest. But really, everything exists on every possible timeline. There's multiple timelines that pretty much everything already exists, because the creator, all God, had already created everything that could possibly ever be created. Like, that's how big God is. That's how big the source of all is. It's like God, the source of all, created everything that could possibly ever be created. So all we're really choosing, all we really are doing is choosing what timeline we want to be on, what type of person we want to be on. So when you do that, you're choosing a timeline, and you're instantly shifting within that second. Within that very second, you are shifting, okay? You're shifting into a new reality, and a new personality creates a new reality, like Dr. Joe Dispenza always says. I don't know if you know who that is. You can check him out. He's great. So Dr. Joe Dispenza, he does say that, and it's true, because I've done this. I've shifted into what I believed, into something being different, and for me, like a new belief system at my core belief, and my personality changed according to that belief. So whatever you are choosing to believe at your core beliefs that really resonate strongly for you, your personality will adjust to and shift into whatever goes into alignment with the personality traits, characteristic traits that will go into an alignment with that timeline that you're jumping to, that you're getting on into that new version of you, into this new personality that's creating your new reality. So keep that in mind. Everything is constantly always shifting. You all day long are shifting, whether you know it or not, and your mind is constantly going. We constantly have thoughts. Actually, we have too many thoughts in our mind, really. I think we need to think a lot less and like just be and just go with the flow. Like, there is something called the flow state, and one way you can get into the flow state is like literally being like a newborn, like thinking, I was just born. I just came out of the mother's womb, and you don't know anything except for what's being seen around you and what you feel and taste and touch for the very first time ever. You can think of it like that. Like, you can create your whole new life that way. You can create a whole new chapter. You are the star of your movie. You are in a movie right now that you're playing the character. Like, God is living in you, but you're the character that God is playing through and as. So remember that. You are God. You are so powerful. You have no idea. Like, if you knew right now that the very thoughts that you were thinking were going to manifest this red hot second, would you be thinking what you're thinking right now? Just a thought. Just food for thought. So make sure that you do keep on top of your mental diet and what you think, because I tell you what, I have been manifesting stuff so quickly, if you want to call it that. Like, I'll think something and boom, it happens like that. And I'm telling you, ever since the eclipse on the 8th on April last month of 2024, things have been shifting so fast and like crazy. I love you guys. Time running out. I'm going to make more videos on this, I promise. I love you. Peace.